they're going to take him to Pilate. Now all of these things are being done in the night. You see all these evildoers, right? People still do these things, you know. You're more afraid because of the night, because it's dark. These are the works of darkness. It's a lot of these things that still happen in the world today. A lot of works of darkness happen at night when they're planning evil. They're doing it in the night, right? And it happens even in high places. Spiritual wickedness in high places. And so it is. This is what was happening here right now. And by daybreak, right, they already decided that they were going to send him to Pilate, and then Pilate was supposed to take the baton and run with it and get him killed. So while you're in your bed sleeping, you went to bed knowing that Jesus was a free man, and you wake up now and Jesus is a prisoner. And you must ask, when did all of this happen? What happened overnight? You mean he never went to bed? He went out and did something wrong while they captured him? No, he didn't do anything. It was all a scheme they planned all along. And they didn't want to do it openly, they wanted to do it secretly. So when they took him to Pilate, by daybreak they were ready. And Pilate said, but why you bring this man to me? Don't you have a law? You can judge him. Why do I need to get involved with this? He said, the scripture said, Pilate said unto them, take ye him, verse 31, and judge him according to your law. The Jews therefore said unto him, it is not lawful for us to put any man to death. Right? So, Pilate said, okay. So he asked him if he was the king of the Jews. Right? And the scripture shows you that he said, he asked him now, sayest this thing of thyself, or did others tell it thee of me? Pilate answered, am I a Jew? Thine own nation and the chief priests have delivered thee unto me. What hast thou done? Jesus answered, my kingdom is not of this world. If my kingdom were of this world, then would my servants fight that I should not be delivered to the Jews. But now is my kingdom not from hence. Pilate therefore said unto him, art thou a king then? Jesus answered, thou sayest that I am a king. To this end was I born, and for this cause came I into the world, that I should bear witness unto the truth. Every one that is of the truth heareth my voice. Pilate said unto him, what is truth? And when he had said this, he went out again unto the Jews, and said unto them, I find in him no fault. So, he asked him, and when he listened to what he said no fault, nothing. I don't know. You say you bring a man here who he says a malefactor. What did he do? You can't tell me what he did. I talked to him. I don't see nothing. I don't see anything. I have nothing to work with. So, what is it? But he gave them an offer. He said to them, at this time of the year I usually, commute somebody's sentence, and the governor would do, or the president, the king, and say, okay, well, I let this man go free. And it so happened that this man is innocent, so I guess he could be set free, because I don't see what he did. When I set him free and set somebody free who was in prison was guilty, so he threw that at them. And they were glad for that. They said, what? Hey, that's what we're glad for. Let us get the man in the jail and instead. So Pilate is confused. He said, shall I release unto you the king of the Jews? And he said unto them, they answered, they cried all, verse 40, then cried they all again, saying, not this man, but Barabbas. Now, Barabbas was a robber. He was a murderer, the Bible said. Right? The man was a big problem for the community. But they wanted him instead of Jesus, who was innocent. And the scripture said, Pilate therefore took Jesus, verse chapter 19, and scourged him. The soldiers planted a crown of thorns and put it on his head. And they put on him a purple robe, and said, Hail, King of the Jews! And they smote him with their hands. Pilate went therefore again and said unto them, Behold, I bring him forth to you, that he may know that I find no fault in him. Then came Jesus forth, wearing the crown of thorns and the purple robe. And Pilate said unto them, Behold the man. When the chief priests, therefore, and officers saw him, they cried out, saying, Crucify him! Crucify him! Pilate said unto them, Take ye him and crucify him, for I find no fault in him. Now when we read in Isaiah 53, it said that his judgment was taken away, right? And Ethiopian eunuch in Acts, it said, in his humiliation, his judgment was taken away from him. And so his judgment was taken away from him. Because if he was innocent and he found no fault with him, why did he scourge him? Why did he put whips upon him? Why is the crown of thorns on his head? Why is he being slapped in the face? Why is he being spat upon? Why? Why? If he was innocent, he found no fault with him. Why is that being done to him? But Pilate is playing games with them, trying to make a peace offering, saying that, well, maybe if I just beat him up like this and let him go, they won't want him to be killed. Right? And he's playing games with them. Right? But if he had said to them, listen, I find no fault with him, and take him and forget about me, get me out of this. Even though his wife had warned him, said that, don't get involved with this man, because I suffered many things in a dream because of him. Pilate did not listen to what his wife told him. Right? And so it was, he was playing a game with them. That's what the Bible tells you further. He thought that they would take that and just leave him alone. And his scripture said he knew that was for envy why they had delivered him. Right? It was for envy. The scripture said. So when they come out and they saw him now, they said, what? He's still alive? Crucify him. The blood is running down out of his face. Right? Because at times they stick it into his head and the blood runs down out of his face. And his bloody face. The whips were all those things on his back. Right? And he's blooded up already. And that doesn't suffice them. They want to see a lifeless body. That's what is going to suffice them. Right? They said, no, Pilate, we don't want that. We want him dead. Right? Right? You know, anger and hatred can be is a wicked thing, you know? And the scripture said, the Jews said, verse 7, we have a law, and by a law he ought to die because he made himself the Son of God. When Pilate therefore heard that saying, he was the more afraid. So he got scared. He said, what? Son of God? What do you mean, Son of God? This God I've been hearing about, Son of God? He was afraid. So he went in and said, what? And he asked Jesus. He said, went again to judgment hall, and he asked him, whence art thou? But Jesus gave him no answer. And Pilate said unto him, Speakest thou not unto me? Knowest thou not I have power to crucify thee, and have power to release thee? Jesus answered, Thou couldst have no power at all, except it were given from above, thee from above. Therefore he that delivered me unto thee hath the greater sin. So what Jesus was saying to Pilate, is saying, you got yourself into something, and now you're left holding the bag, and you were not in the beginning. It's a conspiracy. And you need to get yourself out of it. That's why he talk about the one who delivered me to thee as the greater sin. They are the ones who have a hatred against me. They are the ones who want to kill me. You don't even know me. You have nothing to do with me. You're not supposed to get involved in this. Right? And so Pilate now realized that he's been trapped. He's been tricked. Right? So now, where is he supposed to go? Because it's like the police running down a group of men, and they catch one, and this one is holding the bag. But the one who were really started the whole thing, they're gone. And this one now maybe just got in it, didn't even know exactly what was happening, and they catch him. And the police is going to hold that one. That one is guilty. Right? But where's the other one? Now you're going to have to tell them where the rest are. But Pilate now realized he was in a trap. Right? He was in a trap. They set him up. And now he doesn't know what to do. Because now he's now going to be caught now crucifying the Son of God. But the scripture said now, he tried one more time, right? The third time now, to try to get out of it. And from henceforth, the scripture said, Pilate sought to release him. Verse 12. But the Jews cried out, saying, if thou let this man go, thou art not Caesar's friend. Whosoever maketh himself a king, speaketh against Caesar. Now Pilate is dead now. He's dead. Because he's an officer of Caesar. And it is true that if there's a man saying that he's make himself a king, he's against Caesar, and I'm supposed to get rid of that man. But Pilate's supposed to say, but if this man was really a threat to our kingdom, how come I never heard of him doing anything? He never did anything. That's what they're saying, that he was going to try to overthrow the kingdom. He never did anything. He's not like Barabbas, who they asked him to release. Okay? And so he was trapped. He was now have to stand up and say, well, I stand for Caesar, and I must put you down. And Pilate didn't listen to his wife, didn't listen to what Jesus told him, when he was telling him, really, you're trapped. Get out of it. And he decided, well, I have to exercise my authority. He scourged him, the scripture says. When Pilate therefore heard that saying, he brought Jesus forth and sat down the judgment seat in a place called the Pavement, by the Hebrew Gabbatha. And it was the preparation of the Passover, right? Preparation of the Passover, not the preparation of Shabbat, right? The sixth, about the 6th hour. And he said unto the Jews, behold your king. And they cried out, away with him! Away with him! Crucify him! Pilate said unto them, shall I crucify your king? The chief priests answered, we have no king but Caesar. And one scripture said, he said, he washed his hand and said, I'm innocent of this blood. And then they said, his blood be on us and our children. What a dangerous thing, they said. The Jews said that day. And they have suffered for it for generations. Says, blood be on us and our children. Yes, they suffered for it. But Pilate said, okay, this is your king and this is what you want to be done with your king. Go ahead, take him. He's going to be crucified. Pilate said, let it be done, let it be done. Then delivered he him to be crucified, therefore unto them to be crucified. And they took Jesus and led him away. And he bearing his cross went forth into a place called the place of a skull, which is called in the Hebrew Golgotha, where they crucified him and 2 others with him on either side, one, and Jesus in the midst. And the scripture tells you that Jesus could not carry that cross up the hill. I said, well, that it wasn't just him who carried the cross, but Simon of Cyrene. They compelled him to bear the cross for him. And I can imagine, after all that beating and all that suffering, and that loss of blood, and all of these things which they did to him, they still expected him to carry a big stick, a big tree over his shoulder, up a hill. How do you expect the man is supposed to do that? Right? How is he supposed to do that? Right? How is he supposed to do that? And as we know that the Lord was really Lord, because a normal man couldn't take all of these things. He would die long ago. Okay? And so he went up to the cross. He went up there and he went up and he went up. And Simon bore the cross for him. And you know how wicked these people are. They make you carry your cross. In other words, they're going to kill you, and the thing they're going to kill you and you have to carry. Right? So it would rather you just don't bother carry. If they're going to kill you, just kill you where you are and done. Right? Why should you punish yourself for your own destruction? And Pilate, the Bible said, they went to Golgotha, the place called Calvary, and there they crucified him. He in the middle, and one thief, or another thief on the other side. Right? It was terrible in those days, right? A man would steal, he don't go to prison and live in a little place.